Well, it's day 4 of MSI Group Stage with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Jensen after Team Liquid's done with the day after their 2 games. Jensen, so win in the first part of the day, loss in the second, but that win after a 4-game loss streak. What has been going on behind the scenes with TL? How's the team taking sort of this rough middle part of MSI?
I mean, it's rough for sure. Like I think we're all feeling it that we're losing a lot of games, and it's yeah. I mean, it's kind of depressing in a way to lose so many games, and then I think it's also just the way we lose the games as well. It seems like we're just forgetting a lot of the basics, and I think also at the same time the meta shifts kind of like screwed us a bit. We didn't really come fully prepared. It seems like we're just being outclassed and outplayed a lot of the times. But then even like today against IG, we got a pretty sizable lead. We have a better team fighting comp, and then we're just not playing the game right. So it just really sucks because it feels like it feels like we're not losing the games at least today because they're better than us, but just because we're forgetting how to play the game.
Well, I wanted to ask about that because it felt to me on the outside like the IG games seemed more competitive than some of the games we've seen from the team in the past couple of days. But it sounds like the IG loss was just as bitter, if maybe if not more.
Yeah, I think it felt worse because I think in the other games we were like, yeah, like we got outplayed, like they played mechanically better than us, like we should lose those games, you know, that makes sense. I mean, even the game against Flash Wolves yesterday, we should have won that one too. But it's just we are not playing the game the right way, and it seems like it's because we've been losing so much that we might have forgotten how to win exactly, or like play the way we used to. So yeah, it really sucks, and I think it's definitely hurting us, and it's showing in our games because I think especially the game today against IG, like we have a better team fighting comp, but we're just not playing the game the correct way. So yeah, it really blows.
What have the coaches and you guys all been doing behind the scenes to try to reset for these days?
Well, we've just been talking about like changing up our priority picks, changing the way we think about the game as well. Like be more like proactive, be more aggressive, like play more early game focus because it seems like a lot of the games right now are decided like pretty early on in the games. Like the early game means a lot, especially against these teams who are so aggressive. So we have to match that style a bit better, and we're not doing it too well. I mean, we've had some better games like against Flash Wolves and IG, where we make it past the early game, but then we just make mistakes late on, which is usually where we're strong as a team. So yeah, it's mainly been focused on that, and then yeah, I mean, just really like we kind of forgot how to play macro as well. I think just because we've been losing so much, or I don't know, maybe we're just nervous on stage or something. I'm not really sure. There's just a lot of things that are going wrong right now, but I think we're still in a pretty good spot. Like we're still probably going to be tied with Flash Wolves, I imagine. So all hope is not lost yet.
Now, it seems as though top lane has played a pivotal role in this tournament. At the same time, Impact, who many people had, the analysts at least had said, oh, like Impact might be a liability for Team Liquid. He maybe hasn't been able to stay up, to keep up near the top as much as others. It seems like he's been doing a really great job in these games. Has there been much discussion around that or like trying to play more around Impact? I don't know if you have any thoughts.
No, I mean I think yeah, like Impact has been playing really well. Like even though like people say that he's good in tank meta, and this is not a tank meta at all. He's been playing really well. So yeah, I mean we've been talking. I mean this whole split basically we've been working on trying to play more through Impact, and I think it shows. Like we're not a team that can only play around bot lane. So yeah, like Impact has definitely been way more involved in the game, both with how we play and everything, and he's also been stepping it up. So yeah, I mean, I'm super happy that Impact's able to perform, but now the others, we just need to step it up too, and we need to start playing together as a team more.
What are your thoughts on the other teams, especially G2, IG, SKT?
Um, well, I think IG and G2 is really hard to play against because they play really fast, like they play really aggressive. They are just always whenever they have a pressure point on the map, they really play towards it and try really hard to snowball it. Even SKT to an extent, they're a bit slower, but yeah, it seems like G2 and IG are just playing really crazy aggressive and making like a lot of calls that you don't normally see. So it's really hard to play against them. But yeah, it's not a style we're used to seeing in North America at least. So it takes some time to adapt to, but I think I think we can still beat them, even though they're definitely like the better teams right now, and we have a lot to work on. But I think their styles definitely have a lot of risk to it. So I mean, we saw it in the game against IG today. They made a lot of mistakes, but they played really aggressive, and then once they like get a small lead, they just take over really fast because they are so aggressive.
It felt like this past split, the Team Liquid Classic is, all right, lose a little bit and then suddenly turn it all around and it's fine. Is there a chance that that style or that situation that you guys ended up in just isn't cutting it here at MSI? Is it just like some of the teams are just too aggressive, or I don't know? It's just maybe they don't make as many mistakes.
Oh, it's for sure. It's for sure a factor. Like we talked about that as well. Like we have to change the way we play the early game because we can't just play passive and try to farm up because we will just get killed, and that's what's been happening. So we're changing the picks a little bit and we're trying to be more aggressive, but then it just seems like in a lot of our early games, even though we change the picks, something just go wrong anyways. So then even though we change the picks, we also have to play better because we are falling behind in a lot of these games just off individual mistakes. So that's something we have to fix.
Now, wrapping up the interview and kind of shifting gears here, I know that you are really honed in on MSI right now, but several days ago I did send you an invite to my birthday party, which is coming up, and I've noticed you haven't RSVP'd for it yet, and I was just curious, like, is that because you're not planning on attending at all, or is your mind's too busy? What's going on?
I thought it was like an automated message to everyone, so I was like, oh, maybe it's weird if I respond, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't click the link in RSVP. You didn't. I didn't need you to respond, but I didn't see it, like you clicking through and saying yes, I'm attending.
Oh. I mean, I'll be there, Charles. I'll be there.
Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah. I mean, I understand that everyone's frustrated with us right now, and it's rightfully so. And I hope you guys will keep cheering for us, because I mean, we're trying really hard out here, even though it's still tough for us, and we have a lot to work on. But I'm sure we will try our best, and I think we can still turn this ship around.
Thank you so much, Jensen, for the interview. Looking forward to seeing you at my birthday in just a few couple weeks. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, really appreciate you watching that interview. Thank you so much to Alienware for sponsoring this trip and all of our coverage. We continue to explore the many caves of Halong Bay in search for the secret, the mystery, the treasure. My scouts have found many caves like this one, but it is only Brodin and I who think that we can really find North America's success in one of these caves within the bay. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Thank you to Alienware, and we'll keep looking. It's out here somewhere.